Hello and welcome. We are going to be talking about Blogger today, and Blogger is Google's quick blogging tool. So I'm going to go over here to more and click on Blogger, and it's going to open up my Blogger account that I created. And we're going to talk specifically, these are some of the ones that I've done in the past. We're going to create a new blog. So it's as easy as going and clicking on New Blog. And for the title of this one, I'm just going to call it TEC 959 as an example. And what you can see is the address. I'm just going to call it TEC 959. And it'll tell me over here if this blog is available and this web address and the URL is available, so I can go from here. So that'll be the first step, is to give it a title and make sure the address works. And then you can come through and look at some templates. And you can make it as creative as you would like. We're going to go with simple just to get us started. And we're going to click Create Blog. It'll open up, and it'll give you your listing, and your blog has been created. Start posting, and we are going to click on it. And as you can see, it brings us to a settings window or an overview window. And you can go through here and look at how many times your blog has been viewed, comments, things that you've published, how many people follow your blog, and so on. And then there's some news and some other things, and these are important, blogger guides, which will walk you through the steps on how to share, how to customize, and how to do different things with your blog. So we're going to look at the layout. And a really basic layout is you have the Blogger favicon up in the left hand corner, your navigational bar, your header, which you can adjust if you want to change the title, or we'll just say an example blog for class. If I wanted to put an image in here, I could do that and kind of make my banner, customize it. You can do some different placements, and really the big thing here is to just play around with it and see and adjust it based on what you like. Like most things in Google, you can add gadgets, and the gadgets vary in terms of what you want it to look like. You can have some examples here. +1 buttons if you want to Google Plus, followed by email, all these different things, pages. So if you want it to, if you're going to use this as your primary way of communication with parents or with other staff members or projects or things that you're going to work on for your class, instead of running a website, you could just run a simple blog that could do just about everything, including post videos, post different things, and create links to calendars and share things from that standpoint. You can add a picture in if you have a logo or something that you do for your classroom, maybe a caricature or whatever you have. Blog lists, a link list, and so on. A lot of information, a lot of ways to customize your blog. So we're going to save the arrangement. We're just keep the basic arrangement. We can preview it. Remember, I added in the little description, example blog for class, so we can see that it's got this. It tells us that it's a preview, and then we can go back to our layout and hit save arrangement. We can always clear it and go back to the starting points at any time. So I'm going to go down here to template, and I chose the basic one when we started. It gives you two things here. One is if you want to customize your blog, what it looks like on a normal web browser, and here's what it looks like on a mobile. And this is really important because with as many of our students and parents accessing the web using portable devices and phones, having the mobile option is really nice. And then it goes through some of the other examples of the templates that you have. So dynamic views you can get real creative with. I've had the experience using Simple. I enjoy it. It's really easy to maintain and use, but everybody has their own choices here, and you can kind of go through and edit and apply and customize as you need to. So you saw what our original one looked like. I'm going to go through and I'm going to apply this to the blog under simple, and then I'm going to customize it. I want to change some of the colors. So when I click customize, I get this window that opens, and here's what the blog currently looks like. And the nice thing about this is as you're customizing it, you get to see what it looks like. So I'm going to change the background. Here's some suggested themes in terms of colors, so I can look to see, do I like the purples, the reds, greens, some different ideas. I'm going to go back to the orange since our school color is orange. And I could make the orange a little bit deeper. Kind of look at some things since that's more of our color. I can adjust the width of the entire blog so it takes more of the screen, or I can make it smaller. So I can customize that. I can adjust the sidebar to make it bigger and smaller. So you have some options. Or you can reset the width right back to its template. The layout, if I just want a real basic layout, where it's just the blog information and we don't have as much of the other things with the sidebar, or I can do two sidebars, I can do sidebars on the right, sidebars on the left, whatever you want to do. This is the one I typically use, try to keep it clean and easy to work with. And then we get into the advanced features. The advanced features let you customize this any way you can imagine. If you wanted to change the background, if I wanted to go this outer background, I want to go with a little bit darker orange, I can do so. I can take and use, if I know HTML code, I can go ahead and edit that way. The main background, the header background, say I want to go orange on the outside and blue from this, I can go ahead and do that. I can do the same color. I can go through and color what I want my links. I can change the text, and what I want. I'll go with cherry cream soda, and I want it to be black. So that I can do that. I can go through and make it bold. So you can see there's a lot of opportunities to go through and edit the fonts, the footers, all the different things that you can imagine. So we're going to apply this to the blog and finish up with this. Go back to, let's view what the blog looks like right now. So you can see we have some orange. You know what? I want to add something to it, so I'm going to go back to here and go back to Blogger. And I am going to adjust my settings, and I want to make sure that I'm going to change the description and say an example blog for class that will change as I grow. So I can go ahead and I can change my description really quick. Click save. I can change the privacy settings so it's listed on Blogger so everybody can see it, or I can say no. I can let search engines find it. I can change that to make it no. So I can make it a little bit more private, or if I just wanted to do my link. I could also add other authors to this, which is nice. So say you wanted to create something within your class and you wanted students to participate and add articles, like a school newspaper or a newsletter within your class. You could click the add authors and then just add their email addresses in and invite people to post. So it's pretty neat. Let's go back to our template, and I want to customize, and I want to add right here in my advanced the header. Nope, it's under here under layout. I want to edit the header, and I want to add a picture. So I'm going to choose an image. I'm going to go to my pictures, and I'm going to use my school crest that we use, and I want to put it, have description placed after the image, and I'm going to click save. And so now what I've done is updated my apply to blog, view blog. So now I've got my image up here, and I see that I made a mistake, so I'm going to have to go back through there and fix what I just did with my layout, if it lets me. Seems to be having trouble there. So, but what you can see is I would want to make sure that I put my title back on that layout. So those are your simple steps to get started, and hopefully you will continue following along with how we develop this blog as we continue. Thank you.